Alright guys, what's up? Captain Coin Collector here, and I got $1,000 worth of quarters to start this Hunt and Fill series, Hunting Quarters. What's up guys, Captain Coin Collector here, and welcome to my channel. I'm Captain Coin Collector, also known as Andrew Perlak, and I am a coin collector. I post videos on coin collecting as well as do coin roll hunts and currency hunts. If you aren't subscribed to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more videos just like this, as well as hit that bell so you know when the next video comes out. But anyway guys, we have $1,000 worth of quarters to search through. We're hunting for silver, W's, errors, varieties. We're searching for everything that we can find, as well as filling our albums. Now this is going to be the biggest Hunt and Fill series in that there's 10 albums to fill. We have Washington quarters, the silver ones, 1932 to 1964. We have 65 through 98. Then we have the state quarters. Then we have the 2009, the national parks, and then the American women. So we have a lot of coins to find, but that's the beauty of a Hunt and Fill series. We're just going to see how many boxes it takes to fill these albums. Now I know what you're thinking, it's gonna take a whole lot of time to actually fill the 1932s and 1964s just because of how hard it is to find a silver quarter in a box, but we're gonna do our best. We're gonna hunt as many boxes as we can to try to achieve this goal. If you wanna see how I am doing on the penny and nickel Hunt and Fills as well as the dimes, I'll have the link down below or up here. So again, if you're interested, check it out. I went through 10,000 pennies so far for the first episode of the penny Hunt and Fill, as well as 2 boxes of nickels. So we're getting started with each of the Hunt and Fill series. I still have to go back to the bank to get more dimes because I was focused on getting more nickels and quarters to kick off these Hunt and Fill series. But anyway guys, let's jump into the video and see what exactly we can find in $1,000 worth of quarters and how many quarter boxes it takes to fill all 10 albums. I'm excited and I hope you guys are too. So let's go into the hunt. Alright guys, we are all set up over here. I already checked the box and it's circulated. So let's start with roll number 1 of this Hunt and Fill series, Hunting Quarters. Alright guys, we are on roll 5, and roll 5 shows us that we have a slightly off-centered Connecticut quarter. Nothing really too much. We got a wider rim on the left side than the right side. So just a slightly off-centered Connecticut quarter. But the next quarter after, we have an extra cactus leaf. Though it's very small, you can kind of see how it covers just a little bit of the JIM for Joseph Mana's initials on the Arizona State quarter. So, nice little error find, but back to the hunt. Alright guys, roll number 6 is going to give us our first 2009. We're going to get ourselves a Guam from the Denver Mint. We are on roll number 12. We have quite a pile of state quarters and national parks, but I bring you in because we have another Guam quarter from 2009, and this time it's going to be a Philadelphia. Only roll number 14 in the box, and we got our third 2009. It's going to be a District of Columbia, Philadelphia. On the next roll, guys, if you can see it here, we have another slightly off-centered Connecticut quarter. Roll number 16, guys, and we got another District of Columbia 2009 quarter, also from the Philly Mint. And in the same roll, still roll number 16, we have a Southern Marina Islands 2009 quarter from the Philadelphia Mint. We're on roll number 18, and we have 2009 number 6. This has proven to be a good box for 2009s, and this Puerto Rico is a Philadelphia. Same roll, roll number 18, another 2009, the U.S. Virgin Islands, and it's from the Philadelphia Mint. Alright guys, we're still waiting for W mint marks and silver, but we still have another 32 rolls in this box, as well as another 50 rolls in the other box to go. Hopefully, we can find something. All right, guys, on the screen here, I got a 2022 Maya Angelou, and it appears we have a small little Drooling George die chip on the obverse of this quarter. Not a whole big find, but it is a find. We got our first Drooling George. On roll 25, I saw a shiny displayed like this. I was going to put over to the shiny pile. These are the shinier ones that I think I'm already going to put in the album. I'm still looking to collect the stake quarters to see if there's any errors, but I was going to put this on the pile. I flipped it over. It's a Puerto Rico 2009 Denver quarter. This is the 8th 2009 we've pulled from this box so far. You see it, guys, we have another 2009. This is number 9, American Samoa, and it's a Denver. All right, guys, it's been a while, but we're on roll 35. And up here on the screen, we have a small little die chip on our 2021 Washington crossing the Delaware quarter. Small little die chip does count as an error, and we're going to put it aside. Roll number 37, guys, and we have a good find. Now, being that it's a 2019, I already looked on the other side. I'm sure you know what's coming. But we have our first W mint mark. As you can see, it's a W. Now, it doesn't have the privy mark since it's not a 2020, but it's a circulated, well-circulated W mint mark, and it's the River of No Return. I'll put it under the scope so you can see that W mint mark a little bit more clearly. And there it is, our first W of the box. On roll 41, and I almost forgot about these, but we're still finding them. It's another 2009 District of Columbia from the Philadelphia Mint. All right, guys, 6 rolls left to go. We're on roll number 44, and we have another Arizona error. This one's a little bit more pronounced than the last one, where it's covering more of the J and the I and a little bit of the M of Joseph Mena's initials, but still a nice quarter to add to the collection. All right, guys, roll number 45, and we have number 12 for the 2009s, another American Samoa, this time of Philadelphia. All right, guys, we're on the third to last roll. We got a pretty big mess over here. It's a controlled mess, but lots of quarters all around. That's not the reason why I bring you in. We got a better example of a Drooling George right here. You can see the drool right over here for the die chip of this 2022 quarter. And the 2022 quarter is another Maya Angelou. We are on our last roll of box 1, guys. If I don't find anything in this roll, I'm going to do a short recap of what I found in this box, then move on to box number 2. All right, guys, just a short little recap of what we found in this box. We found 2 Drooling Georges. We found 2 Arizona cactus leaf errors, 3 off-centered coins. I found that West Virginia a little later, and we found 12 2009s. In addition, we got 1 W mint-marked quarter. All right, guys, that's a wrap for box number 1. I'm going to get this stuff organized, and then we'll move on to box number 2. All right, guys, we got box 2. Time to open her up. I'll let you know when I find something. All right, guys, we cracked open the first roll, and we have our first 2009 San Marino Islands. Roll number 3 is going to give us a Northern Marina Islands. Another one. We got a Philadelphia. All right, guys, we're on roll 7, and I bring you to the microscope where we got a small little die chip on the 2021 Washington crossing the Delaware quarter. On roll number 14, guys, and we have yet another 2009. Another Guam. First one of the box. We got a Denver Mint. All right, guys, we're on roll 15, and we have yet another 2009. This is the 4th of the box. It's Guam from the Philadelphia Mint. All right, guys, we're on roll number 19 here, and we have a War in the Pacific. It's in very good shape, and it's actually one of the better shaped W's that I found. Again, no privy mark because it's a 2019, but if we put it under the scope, we got a clearer picture of that W mint mark, and this is our second W mint mark of the hunt, first one of this box. On roll 23, and we have another 2009. This is number 5 for the box, and it's a Philadelphia. Roll 25, guys, and we have another error. We have one of those 2008 Arizona State Quarter. We got the die chip right there. But one thing that's fascinating is that I don't see any initials. Usually, you'd have the JIM right over here, but in this case, we don't have any initials over here, making me believe that this is a bigger error than what I think it is to be, though we have the die chip right there. So I'm going to do a little bit more research into this coin too, to see if I can come up with anything. If you guys know about this, about the missing initials, please comment down below. I'd love to learn a little bit more from you guys as well. But anyway, guys, we have 25 more rolls to go. Let's see what else we can pull from this box. Roll 27 will bring us our 6th 2009 of the box. We got a Philadelphia American Samoa. Roll 29, guys, and we're going to get another extra cactus leaf error. This time you can clearly see the initials of Joseph Mena, but it's very good because we have the J almost all covered, as well as half the I and a little bit of the M, so it's a little bit bigger than the ones we found previously. Roll number 32, guys, and we're going to get our first Drooling George. We got a nice little die chip right over here coming out of his mouth. It's on the back of a Maya Angelou quarter, so I'm happy to get the first one of this box. Are there any more? Let's find out. And also, guys, 2 quarters later in this roll, we have yet another Guam 2009 quarter from Philadelphia. Roll number 38 will give us number 8 on the 2009s. We got another Guam from the Denver Mint this time. Roll number 40, 1 roll left to go, and we got number 9 on the 2009s, District of Columbia, Philadelphia. In roll number 44, guys, I almost missed it, but we do have another die chip on the 2021 Washington crosses the Delaware quarter. All right, guys, getting down towards the end of the box. We're on roll number 47 here. Still a lot of coins to go through afterwards, but I like to look through the more common errors, and we found one just now. This is the Homestead quarter, 2015, and if you look down at the well on the bottom, we have a little bit of extra metal over here, creating the illusion of the leaky bucket, and you can see it leaking all throughout here. You see a little bit more, a big puddle down below the stand, as well as below the bucket. So, it's very nice to see that I got my first leaky bucket. Roll number 49, guys. I thought we had silver. Peek down, it's just a 65. False alarm. But let's see if there's anything left in these last 2 rolls. Alright, guys, the box is empty, and that was the fun part. For some people, the sorting of the coins. Now, I have a whole bunch of state quarters, national parks. I also have the ones from the other box to go through. I have 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s, as well as a few of the shinier coins that I found that will probably just go straight into the album. But I still want to look for varieties and errors of some of the national park and state quarter series before I put them into the books. I also want to go to the bank to see if I can get rid of these coins. I have a good amount, maybe $250, $300 worth of quarters here that I could just get rid of and hopefully maybe purchase another box today. So before I actually sort these coins, I'm going to go to the banks, see if I can get some more coins, and then come back and review exactly what we found from this $1,000 quarter hunt. Alright, guys, we're finally going to go over what we found in the quarters. Now, it's been a couple days because it's just so much going through each quarter for errors, since there are so many errors among the quarters. But anyways, we finally did it, and we're ready to go through it. Now, I think I'm going to post a separate video for the quarter errors, just to show you more in detail what I found. In total, I found 36 errors on coins between the National Park series, the State Quarter series, as well as the new American Woman series. So I think it's pretty cool. I have one that I do want to show you because it's actually a pretty cool error that's worth about $20 nowadays. So I was pretty excited to find that in these 2 boxes. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to not show the 2009s. I'm just going to give you a tally of how many 2009 through 2012s I find, because most of the quarters in that series are low mintage. So I'm going to just give you a round total instead of stopping to find every 2009 of the 2009 to 2012s. And in total this time I found 62 of them. I already started filling the albums, so this is not the full stack, but I got 20 2009s and 42 2010 through 2012. Last but not least, guys, we found no silver, but we did end up finding a few W's. We got the River of No Return W, that was the first one we found, and a War in the Pacific W in pretty immaculate condition. Now, these quarters are worth about $5 to $10 each on eBay. I'm just seeing what people pay for them, and usually it's around $5 to $10 for the West Point minted quarters. Now, this is my last quarter that I found. It's a Maya Angelou. It is an error. I already looked it up and confirmed it with Variety Vista, but I'll put it under the microscope to show you what I found. Alright guys, now I have it under the microscope, and you can kind of see a little bit of doubling on the earring over here. Now, this is a Variety Vista recognized error, and I do have it. I already looked it up on eBay, and I saw someone bidding for it right now, actually, where the price was $16 last night and changed to $17.50 today, making me believe that this quarter could fetch up to $20. We'll see when that auction ends, but I'm excited to add this either to my collection, or I might just sell it to try to make a little bit of a profit for this episode. Anyway, guys, I think this was the best find of the box, and I thought the W's would be, but I'm glad that we found this, and time to go to the books to show you exactly how much I filled for this episode. Alright guys, time to go over what I found to fill the albums. Now, I got everything listed right here. Unfortunately, we didn't get any silver, so the first two volumes are out. We did not find any 1948 to 1964 or 1932 to 1937. But we did pretty well in the other books, and here's what I got for you guys. Now the third volume of H.E. Harris & Company coin albums is the 1965 to 1987. We managed to fill 36 out of the 41 slots. Again, I might have missed some while coin roll hunting. I definitely put all the state quarters as well as the national park quarters aside to hunt for varieties and errors, but with these I may have missed some of the more common dates, and I apologize for that. But again, we found 36 out of the 41, and we're only missing a few of them. We're missing, 1972, 73D, 78D, and a couple of the 80 Denvers, which is okay because we're in New York and we are near the Philly Mint, so we are expected to not see as much Denvers or San Francisco's we're mostly seeing Philadelphia's here in New York. But that's the first album, and we're moving on to the second album. Second album is a little bit shorter. It is 1988 to 1998, and we filled the whole entire album, all 22 coins, but we will continue to look for upgrades since a lot of the coins may not be in the best of shape. But anyway, at least we got one of the albums done so far. Moving on to the state quarters, guys, we have the first album, 1999 to 2003. We are only missing one of them. It's a 1999 Denver, New Jersey coin. But we found all the rest, and we'll continue to look for upgrades. Volume 6 is the second half of the state quarters, the 2004 to the 2008. We did manage to fill this book for our second book complete, 50 out of 50, meaning that in a whole entire box, we managed to almost complete the state quarter collection, only missing that one New Jersey coin. Next up is the 2009s. Now we managed to fill 10 out of the 12 spots, only missing a 2009 District of Columbia Denver, as well as a 2009 U.S. Virgin Islands Denver. Everything else we completed, but we have a little bit of gunk on this coin, and a couple other coins will be upgraded as we go along. We did pretty well on the next album, 47 out of 60 for the beginning of the national parks. That's 2010 to 2015. Now, we did not find a lot of the Denver minted earlier National Park Series, so 2010 to 2012, because of the low mintage years. We are missing a few Denvers in the other years, like 2013 and 2014, but we did complete 2015. Our next album will complete the National Park Series. We got 2016 to 2021. We found 48 out of the 57 slots, which is pretty good. Still missing a lot of the Denvers. One thing that's awesome, though, for the Frank Church, the River of No Return, we didn't find the Denver, but we did find the W, and there's a slot for the W's in this book for the 2019s, just not the 2020s because of the Tuskegee Airmen coins. Now I found a P&D, which is awesome, but I'm still missing a few. I have 3 more W's to fill in this album, but I think one of the other albums, maybe the 2009 album, I'll start using for W's to fill in the rest. But 48 out of 57 is a pretty good start for the later half of the National Park Series. And that leaves us with just one more album to go, which is the American Women, as well as the Crossing the Delaware. That's included in this book as well. We found 4 out of 12 slots up to 2022, even though the Wong quarter did not come out yet, nor did the Ottawa Warren. But we still managed to include it in this series, so we found 4 out of the 12 2022 and 2021 quarters, which will complete this episode. So in total, we found 266 out of 387 slots in this series of albums. That doesn't include the Washington reverse or the reverse sides of the bicentennial. It doesn't count any of that because we already have that in the collection. But 387 slots, we still have ways to go, guys. We still have 121 quarters to fill, but we did manage to fill the books almost 69% again, almost like we did with the nickels. 68.7%, which is a great start for 2 boxes. I still have a few boxes to go before I head on to Florida, so I hope I can get them done before I do so. Otherwise, I'm bringing them with me. But anyway, guys, this was a great start to the Washington Quarter Hunt and Fill series. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this first episode of the Quarter Hunt and Fill series. I did learn a lot of how I want to structure these videos in the future, so bear with me as I start this series and try to make improvements to make the viewing better. But anyway guys, we got almost 69% of the albums filled, which is pretty good, still missing all that silver. But anyway guys, we have a whole bunch of boxes to go before we complete this collection. So stay tuned guys, this is only just the beginning. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Make sure to like and comment what you guys think, and if you have any suggestions yourself of how I should shape up these videos. I will be posting that quarter error video pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. And as always guys, see you in the next video, and happy hunting.